Hi students, good evening to one and all. Now welcome back our favorite video channel at GVS. This is B Ramesh Kumar. Today let us continue the same topic matrices. Here to solve the problems in exercise 3B. In previous class already solved Roman number 1 and Roman number 2 problems. So here to solve Roman number 3 problems. So before going to Roman number 3, first of all we solve example number 4. So this is very important sum. So many times given in IPE 4 marks. So here also before going to this problem, first of all let us discuss one of the important principle. That principle is using and to solve the problems. So here the principle is principle of mathematical induction. So which is very useful. Now this principle using so many problems solved here. So here also using that principle. So first of all in that principle let us consider the given statement. Let it be that is suppose S of n or P of n. First of all we have to prove. Let us consider the given statement is S of n or P of n. Now here we have to observe in that put n equals to 1. This is the first point or first step. Put n equals to 1 in the given statement is true for n equals to 1. That is S of 1 is true. So this is the first step condition. First step. Similarly the second step or second point is let the given statement is true for n equal to k. That is S of k is true. S of k is true for n equal to k. Here we assume that the given statement is true for n equal to k. Similarly, here to prove the given statement is true for n equal to k plus 1. That is S of k plus 1. S of k plus 1 is true for n equal to k plus 1. Now it is proved. So this is to prove. This is let. Now put n equals to 1. Then the given statement is true for n equals to 1. That is S of 1 is true. In the second step, let the given statement is true for n equal to k. That means let S of k is true. Similarly, here to prove that S of k plus 1 is true for n equals to k plus 1. Now using these three conditions and also the given, let us consider the given statement is suppose S of n or P of n, and to solve the problems. So here in the problem S of n equals to, we take S of n equals to a power n equals to cos n theta sin n theta minus sin n theta cos n theta. Now here to prove S of 1, so we can take n equals to 1. That means cos theta sin theta minus sin theta cos theta. Already a equal to given that matrix. Now which is clearly equal to given matrix A. Therefore S of 1 is true. Similarly S of k is true for n equal to k. We take n equal to k. A power k equal to cos k theta sin k theta minus sin k theta cos k theta. So this is true for n equal to k. Now we have to prove that S of k plus 1. That means here we take n equals to k plus 1. Now we have to write a power k plus 1. That means here we write a power k into a. Now using second step S of k. S of k is always equals to a power k. We have to substitute a power k value and already the matrix is given a. So this is also we can substitute. Now multiply with both two matrices. Then we get answer is cos k plus 1 theta sin k plus 1 theta minus sin k plus 1 theta cos k plus 1 theta. Here n is replaced by some k plus 1. Now here to prove n equal to 1 and also we assume n equal to k and also to prove n equal to k plus 1. So these are all n belongs to n. These are all positive integers. Now we have to prove the given statement for all positive integers. So this is the solution for this question. Now we go to the solution. So our solution is First, let S of n equals to a power n, that equals to the given matrix is cos n theta sin n theta minus sin n theta cos n theta. Now the first point is, here put n equals to, we take n equals to 1. Put here the given problem is solved by principle of mathematical induction. The given problem is solved by principle of mathematical induction. Now here already let us assume that let S of n equals to a power n, that equals to the matrix cos n theta sin n theta minus sin n theta cos n theta. Now the first point is, put n equals to 1, then LHS equal to a power n means 1, so that equals to a. Clearly we have to observe RHS value is, here we take n equals to 1, that is cos 1 theta sin 1 theta minus sin 1 theta cos 1 theta. That means this is clearly equals to cos theta sin theta minus sin theta cos theta. So therefore here LHS equals to RHS. Hence S of n is true for n equals to 1. So this is the first condition. Similarly, let us assume that the given statement is true for n equal to k. Let S of n is true for n equal to k. Then here we take n equal to k, that means S of k equals to a power k. Now we write a power k equals to, here substitute n equals to k in the given square matrix, that is cos k theta sin k theta minus sin k theta cos k theta. So this is S of k. Now which is equation number 1. Now here to prove the given statement is true for n equals to k plus 1. We prove that S of n is true for n equals to k plus 1. Now here we take S of k plus 1. Here S of k plus 1 means a power k plus 1. That means S of n equals to a power n. Therefore S of k plus 1 is also equals to a power k plus 1. Now here we write a power k into a. A power k plus 1 can be written as a power k into a. Now here substitute a power k and a. So a power k is already known using step 2. Now here we write S of k plus 1 equals to a power k means the square matrix cos k theta sin k theta minus sin k theta cos k theta into a, already given the matrix cos theta sin theta minus sin theta cos theta. Now here multiply with first matrix to second matrix. Clearly these are 2 by 2 square matrices. Here multiplication compulsory exists because of number of columns in the first matrix is always equals to number of rows in the second matrix. This is the multiplicity condition. Now here multiply with first row first column cos k theta into cos theta plus minus sin k theta into sin theta. So plus into minus minus. Similarly first row second column cos k theta into sin theta plus sin k theta into cos theta. So this is the first row second element. Similarly, here we take second row first column minus sin k theta cos theta minus cos k theta into sin theta. So this is the second row first element. Now we take second row second element. So minus sin k theta into sin theta plus cos k theta into cos theta. So clearly we have to observe this is the form of cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. Now in trigonometric ratios the formula is cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. Now here using cos A plus B. So A means k theta, B means theta. So k theta plus theta. In that also here we have to use cos theta cos A sin B plus sin A cos B. That is sin A plus B. Now here we write sin k theta plus theta. Similarly here we take minus common. Here also sin k theta cos theta. Sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. Now we have to write minus sin of k theta plus theta. Similarly in that also we write cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. So here we write cos of k theta plus theta. So this is our resultant matrix. Here using two formulas that are cos A cos B minus sin A plus sin A sin B. Sorry, minus sin A sin B. That equals to cos A plus B. Similarly, we have to use second formula sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. That is always equals to sin A plus B. Now using these two formulas, we have to write cos of k theta plus theta, sin of k theta plus theta, minus sin of k theta plus theta, cos of k theta plus theta. Here, in that, we have to take common theta. Now here we write s of k plus 1 equals to, that is a power k plus 1. That is also equals to, here we take common theta, cos of k plus 1 into theta. Now this is equals to sin of k plus 1 into theta. Here also we write minus sin of k plus 1 into theta, cos of k plus 1 into theta. So this is our resultant matrix. So here we have to observe n is replaced by k plus 1. Now clearly s of n is also true for n equals to k plus 1. Therefore s of n is true for n equal to k plus 1. That means by the principle of mathematical induction, the given statement is true for every positive integer. That is a power n equals to the matrix of cos n theta, sin n theta, minus sin n theta, cos n theta. So this is the proof of this problem. This is the solution. Please note down. Now here in exercise 3b, third Roman first problem is if a equals to diagonal of a1, a2, a3, then for any integer n is greater than or equal to 1, show that a power n equals to diagonal of a1 power n, a2 power n, a3 power n. Here diagonal means diagonal matrix. Now diagonal matrix means here, now we take one square matrix. In that square matrix, except principal diagonal, the remaining elements are all zeros. The remaining elements are all zeros. Then that square matrix is called diagonal matrix. So this is the definition of diagonal matrix. Now here A is already given diagonal matrix. First of all we write A1 0 0 0 A2 0 0 0 A3. That is A. And here A power n means A1 power n 0 0 0 A2 power n 0 0 0 A3 power n. Now this is also proved by using principle of mathematical induction. First of all, we go to the solution. Let S of n equals to A power n, that equals to diagonal of A1 power n, A2 power n, A3 power n. Clearly we have to prove n equals to 1. So the first condition is, first we note this problem can be solved by using principle of mathematical induction. So in that procedure, the first point is put n equals to 1 in S of n. So LHS equals to, here S of 1 equals to A power 1, that equals to A. And RHS equals to diagonal matrix A1 power 1, A2 power 1, A3 power 1. That means clearly we have to write diagonal of A1, A2, A3. So this is the RHS. Clearly we have to observe in that this is A. Therefore LHS equals to RHS. That means hence S of n is true for n equals to 1. Similarly, the second point is, first of all let us consider the given statement is true for n equal to k plus n equal to k. So let S of n is true for n equals to k. That is S of k equals to, here we write A power k. A power k means, here substitute n equal to k in the diagonal matrix, diagonal of A1 power k, A2 power k, A3 power k. This is the diagonal matrix. Now here the third point is to prove that the given statement is true for n equal to k plus 1. So we prove that n equals S of n is true for n equals to k plus 1. That is S of k plus 1 equals to, here we write S of k plus 1 means A power k plus 1. Now here we write A power k into A. So here clearly A power k is always equals to diagonal matrix A1 power k, A2 power k, A3 power k. Now which is equation 1. Using equation 1 and also given A equals to diagonal of A1, A2, A3. Now these are substitute in that one. Therefore S of k plus 1 equals to, A power k means diagonal of A1 power k, A2 power k, A3 power k into A means diagonal of A1, A2, A3. Now here clearly it can be expanded in the matrix form. Here we write a1 power k 0 0 0 a2 power k 0 0 0 a3 power k. Similarly, we write diagonal of a1 a2 a3 a1 0 0 0 a2 0 0 0 a3. So these are two matrices of same order 2 by 2. 3 by 3. Sorry, 3 by 3. Here multiplicity condition also exists. Now multiply with first matrix to second matrix. Here we take first row, first column in the second matrix. A1 power k into A1. That is A1 power k plus 1. Remaining terms are zeros. 0 into 0 0, 0 into 0 0. So we take plus 0 plus 0. Similarly, first row, second column. A1 power k into 0. That is 0. 0 into A2. That is also 0. 0 into 0. That is also 0. Similarly, this is also 0. So second Roman, first element also 0. So 0 into A1 0 plus A2 power k into 0 0 plus 0 into 0 0. So the second row, second element is, this is clearly equals to 0 into 0 0 plus A2 power k plus 1 plus 0. Now here we take second row, third column. This is 0, this is 0, this is 0. So 0 into 0 0, A2 power k into 0, 0 into A3 is also 0. So third row, first two elements also zeros. Here we write 0 plus 0 plus A3 power k plus 1. Here 0 into 0 0 plus 0 into 0 0 plus A3 power k into A3. That is A3 power k plus 1. Now it can be simplified that this is A1 power k plus 1 0 0 0 A2 power k plus 1 0 0 0 A3 power k plus 1. Clearly we have to observe in that here A power n means diagonal of A1 power n, A2 power n, A3 power n. Now also here we write diagonal of A1 power k plus 1, A2 power k plus 1, A3 power k plus 1. So here n is replaced by k plus 1. That means S of n is true for n equals to k plus 1. So this is S of n, S of k plus 1. This is S of k plus 1 equals to diagonal matrix A1 power k plus 1, A2 power k plus 1, A3 power k plus 1. Now therefore S of n is true for n equal to k plus 1. That means therefore by the principle of mathematical induction, given statement is true for n is greater than or equal to 1. True for n is greater than or equal to 1. Therefore, here we write A power n equals to diagonal of diagonal matrix A1 power n, A2 power n, A3 power n. So this is the solution for this question. Now the second sum is, here if theta minus phi equal to pi by 2, then show that product of these two matrices equals to null matrix. So here first of all we take given condition, that is given theta minus phi equal to pi by 2. Here we take cos on both sides. So cos of theta minus phi equals to cos pi by 2. Now cos pi by 2 is always equals to 0. Cos pi by 2 is always equals to 0. So cos 90 degrees. Now we take the matrices, that is LHS, equals to, the first matrix is cos square theta, cos theta into sin theta, cos theta into sin theta, sin square theta. This is the first matrix. The second matrix, cos square phi, cos phi into sin phi, cos phi into sin phi, sin square phi. Now here these two are 2 by 2 square matrices. Therefore here also multiplicity condition exists. So here now we take first row, first column to the corresponding matrices. That is cos square theta into cos square phi plus cos theta into sin theta into cos phi sin phi. This is the first row, first element. Similarly, we take first row, second column. Cos square theta into cos phi into sin phi plus cos theta sin theta into sin square phi. This is the first row, second element. Now we take second row, first column. Cos theta sin theta into cos square phi plus sin square phi into cos phi into sin phi. This is the second row, first element. Now we take second row, second column. Cos theta sin theta into cos phi sin phi plus sin square theta into sin square phi. So this is the resultant matrix, product of given two matrices. So here clearly we note that here using one thing. First of all, we write cos theta minus phi formula. Here we know that cos of theta minus phi can be written as cos theta cos phi plus sin theta sin phi. So this is cos of A minus B formation, cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. First of all, we write cos theta cos phi plus sin theta sin phi in the terms, in that elements, because of already the term contains in that element. So first we write cos theta cos phi plus sin theta sin phi. Now here we take common the remaining elements. So here cos theta cos phi is there. So the remaining element is cos theta cos phi. Here in second term also it contains cos theta cos phi. Now we take cos theta cos phi in both terms. Now we take common cos theta cos phi in both terms. That is cos theta into cos phi into cos theta cos phi plus sin theta sin phi. So here multiply with this one, cos theta cos phi. That means cos square theta cos square phi plus cos theta into sin theta cos phi into sin phi. Similarly, in that first row second element also, first we write the same term. Cos theta cos phi plus sin theta sin phi. Here we take common values. Cos theta cos phi already there. So the remaining value is cos theta and sin phi. So here we take common cos theta sin phi. Here also it contains the same term cos theta sin phi. Now we take cos theta sin phi in both the terms. The remaining value is cos theta cos phi plus sin theta sin phi. Similarly, here also second row one, second row first column. So here this is sin square theta. So sin square theta into cos phi sin phi. Now first we write the same value. cos theta cos phi plus sin theta sin phi. So in that the remaining value is already cos theta cos phi is there. So the remaining value is sin theta cos phi. So here multiply with this term to this term. So we get the second term. Similarly, in that second row second element, first we write cos theta cos phi plus sin theta sin phi. So the remaining values are here already written cos theta cos phi. So only sin theta sin phi is there. Now we take common that values sin theta sin phi into cos theta cos phi plus sin theta sin phi. Now here multiply with this term. This is sin square theta sin square phi. So these are the total elements. Here we write cos theta into cos phi. This is the form of cos theta minus phi. Already discussed. Cos theta minus phi is written as cos theta cos phi plus sin theta sin phi. Now here we have to use the same formula. We write cos theta minus phi. So in that cos theta sin phi into cos of theta minus phi. So in second row first column sin theta cos phi into here also we write cos theta minus phi. So second row second element is sin theta sin phi into cos of theta minus phi. Already find that value. Cos theta minus phi is always equals to 0. Now here substitute that value in that one. Cos theta cos phi into 0. Sin theta sin phi, cos phi into 0. Cos theta sin phi into 0. Sin theta sin phi into 0. So here multiply with 0 to any elements, that value is always equals to 0. Now here we write 0 0 0 0. That is always equals to O. So this is the null matrix. This is RHS. This is the solution for this question. Now the third one is, if A equals to the matrix 3 minus 4, 1 minus 1. This is 2 by 2 matrix. Then show that A power n equals to the matrix 1 plus 2n minus 4n n 1 minus 2n. For all positive integers n. Here to prove A power n equals to the matrix of 1 plus 2n minus 4n n 1 minus 2n. Here also using principle of mathematical induction solve this question. Now we go to the solution. This problem can be proved by principle of mathematical induction. Already discussed the procedure for principle of mathematical induction. First of all, let us assume that the given statement is S of n. Let S of n equals to A power n, that equals to the matrix 1 plus 2n minus 4n n 1 minus 2n. Now here the first point is put n equals to 1. Then S of 1 equals to A power 1, that is always equals to A. Now here this is LHS. In RHS, now substitute n equals to 1 in that matrix, that is 1 plus 2 into 1 minus 4 into 1 1 1 minus 2 into 1. Clearly this is equals to 1 plus 2 into 1 means 3. This is minus 4, this is 1, this is minus 1. So 3 minus 4, 1 minus 1, which is always equals to the matrix A already given. Therefore S of n is true for n equals to 1. Now the second point is, let S of n is true for n equal to k. Then s of k equals to, here we write a power k, that equals to 1 plus 2k minus 4k k 1 minus 2k. Here n is replaced by k. Now we prove that the third point is, we prove that s of n is true for n equals to k plus 1. That is, s of k plus 1 equals to a power k plus 1. Now here we write a power k plus 1 can be written as a power k into a. Now substitute a power k. Already found a power k in point 2. That is equation 1. Using equation 1 and given matrix A, we substitute that values in that one. Therefore, s of k plus 1 equals to, a power k is the matrix of 1 plus 2k minus 4k k 1 minus 2k into the matrix A is 3 minus 4 1 minus 1. Now multiply with these two matrices. So these are square matrices of order 2 by 2. Now here multiplicity condition also exists. Therefore here multiply with first matrix to second matrix. In that, first we take first row in first matrix and first column in second matrix. So 1 plus 2k into 3. So 3 into 1 plus 2k minus 4k into 1 minus 4k. Similarly, we take 1 plus 2k into minus 4. So minus 4 into 1 plus 2k minus into minus plus 4k. Now we take second row, first column, k into 3, 3k, 1 minus 2k into 1 plus 1 minus 2k. Similarly, we take second row, second column, k into minus 4, minus 4k, 1 minus 2k into minus 1. So minus 1 plus 2k. So this is 3. Now it can be simplified that here we write this is 3 plus 6k. 6k minus 4k can be written as 2k. So 3 plus 2k. So in that minus 4 minus 8k plus 4k minus 4k. So in that 3k minus 2k k plus 1. So in the fourth element minus 4k plus 2k can be written as minus 2k minus 1. So here we observe that a power k plus 1 equals to, here we write 1 plus 2 into k plus 1 minus 4 into k plus 1 k plus 1 1 minus 2 into k plus 1. Now here in the resultant matrix, the given elements can be written in that formation. So here we observe that this is 1 plus 2 into k plus 1. Now here we write 1 plus 2 plus 2k. In that we take common minus 4. That value is k plus 1. So this is already in the same term k plus 1. Now in fourth term, here we write 1 minus 2 into k plus 1. So minus 2k is already there. Now we write minus 2 plus 1. So here we observe that 1 plus, we take common 2. So 2 into k plus 1. In that already there that element minus 4 into k plus 1. So third element is already there, k plus 1. Now here we take common minus 2. Now we write this is 1 minus 2 into k plus 1. Once observed this one, In that, the first element is 1 plus 2 into k plus 1 minus 4 into k plus 1, k plus 1, 1 minus 2 into k plus 1. Now here in that a power n is replaced by k plus 1. Therefore, S of n is true for n equal to k plus 1. Now here we write a power k plus 1. This is the a power k plus 1. So a power k plus 1 equals to 1 plus 2 into k plus 1 minus 4 into k plus 1, k plus 1, 1 minus 2 into k plus 1. Therefore, S of n is true for n equal to k plus 1. Hence, by the principle of mathematical induction, given statement is true for every integer n. Therefore, a power n equals to 1 plus 2n minus 4n minus n 1 minus 2n. So this is the solution for this question. Now fourth one is, here given examples of two square matrices A and B of the same order, for which AB equals to O and BA is not equals to O. So here give two examples. Now we take one example for A, another example for B. Now multiply with the product of AB is always 0, that means null matrix, and product of BA. So B into A is always non-zero matrix. Now we take any examples. So here we go to the problem. First let us assume that let A equals to the matrix 1 1 0 0. We take any order, and B equals to 0 0 1 1. Not only these examples, we take any examples. So in that I take only these two examples. Here the product of AB is 1 1 0 0 and 0 0 1 1. Now substitute all matrices in that one. Now here multiply 1 into 0 0 plus 0 into 1 0. 1 into 0 0 plus 0 into 1 0. 1 into 0 0 plus 0 into 1 0. 1 into 0 0 plus 0 into 1 0. Now clearly we have to observe all elements are zeros. Therefore this is equals to null matrix. Similarly we take BA. Now we write 0 0 1 1 1 1 0 0. So in that multiply with first row first column. 0 into 1 0 plus 0 into 1 0. 0 into 0 0 plus 0 into 0 0. So 1 into 1 1 plus 1 into 1 1. So 1 into 0 0 plus 0. Now clearly we have to observe in that except 2 remaining elements are 0, only 2 is not equal to 0. Therefore which is not equals to null matrix. Null matrix means all elements or all entries in the total matrix equal to zeros. Therefore that matrix is called null matrix. So in that matrix product BA, in that matrix 2 is there. So 2 is not equal to 0. Therefore that is not equal to O. So these are A and B are two examples. This is one type of example. Now similarly we take A equals to the matrix 0 0 1 1 and B equals to the matrix 1 1 0 0. Similarly we find product AB. Here 0 0 1 1 and 1 1 0 0. Now multiply with 0 into 1 0, 1 into 0 0, 0 into 1 0, 1 into 0 0. So 0 into 1 0, 1 into 0 0. This is also 0. Similarly we take product BA also 1 1 0 0 into 0 0 1 1. Now multiply with this one also. So 1 into 0 0, 1 into 0 0. Total value 0. 1 into 1 1 plus 1 into 1 1. This is 2. This is 0. This is 0. So this is also one example. So not only these two, we take only but not only 2 examples. We take so many examples. But the product of AB equals to null matrix and BA is not equals to null matrix. So these are the solutions of this question. So these are the solutions of given Roman number 3 sums in exercise 3B. So prepare well and practice well. Wish you all the best. Thank you.